Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to today's video where I will be showcasing a replay of Ryan and I dueling in the semifinals of a Cosmic Brownie tournament. Yes, you guys heard it correctly. We are playing for a brownie, but not just any brownie. This is the miscut, misprinted brownie, and I am super excited to show you guys this replay. I feel like there's a lot to learn from Ryan because he's piloting his infamous Sky Striker deck, the same deck that he took to first place in LCS number 3. This is the same Ryan Yu who actually went to Worlds as a Dragon Duelist. And guess what? He also won the Worlds for Dragon Duels. Ryan is an insanely, very strong, Yu-Gi-Oh player, very strong duelist. And on top of that, he's also very wholesome. He's super sweet guy, and I'm really excited to play against him. It's always really nice to play around. It's always really nice to play against really good players, but also really kind players. Without further ado, we'll take it right off. So, Ryan actually wins the dice roll here. Or no, I think I win the dice roll here, which is super lucky. But Ryan's going to open up the infamous triple hand trap. Nibiru, Ashe, Veiler, man. It's very scary. I didn't know this at the time. So what I did was I started off with 1-for-1, discarded Nibiru, and he got Ashe. And I was like, okay, I baited out Ashe. I have Neptibus. That's kind of nice. I went Neptibus effect, dump Dragoons, search Dragoons. And then Dragoon's effect, search Minstrel here. So this was really important because I figured he had a second hand trap in his hand. I was really afraid, man. I was really afraid. So what I do is I go Minstrel, Dragoons, and I see his hand. And I'm just like, bro, this man has Axis Array. He has a Shark Cannon, Nibiru, and a Veiler. I was like, bro, there's nothing to really hit here. So I was like, I took a lot of time, man. If you check the logs for this, bro, I took such a long time, man. And I was like, I literally said big thing. I took over a minute. Like, you see this? Over a minute. Like, I was so I was like, yo, I have to play this correctly. This is so bad. But anyways, I hit the Veiler just because I want to use Dragoon's effect. And then at Dragoon's effect, I get to essentially search another Neptibus just as the follow-up. But so Ryan was saying that I was being kind of greedy here to use Minstrel Dragoons, but I told him I had to do it this way because I needed an outlet to dump Dragoons. So I had to go this route. And then Dragoons would search me the Lapis Dragon and then go off for Noodle Fiber. But here, instead of trying to go Noodle Fiber and go off, the Nibiru was just way too scared for me. So I just went Neptibus pass. Which is I think okay with me. I guess I could have baited out the Veiler and I could have went Lapis Dragon and then made him banish the Nibiru, get Veilered on the Haku Fibrax. But then the problem is I had no follow up, so it was really bad in my opinion. But anyways, he tops another Imperm for turn, but I mean at this point he has Ray, Imperm, Veiler, Nibiru. I just lose this completely. He makes a Hayate, he attacks over, and then he's going to essentially send this to the graveyard for get Hornet Drones. I think the reason why he sent Hornet Drones actually was I think he's trying to push for game for the following turn. So he's just slowly setting up. That's pretty much what he's doing, I think. And then he goes for Shizuku here at end phase. Shizuku will add him back the A0, and now he has really good follow-up play. I top decked Minstrel, which was kind of okay. I went Neptibus. I went Cost Dragoons. He's going to Veiler my Neptibus and then chain Shark Cannon. And then, yeah, at this point, I just scoop. There's literally nothing I can really do at this point. And I was like, yeah, it's a losing position, man. So, yeah. Ryan was encouraging me. I'm like, yo, Ryan, I think I'm losing this match, bro. There's nothing much I can do. But then I made him go first this time around. He drew really well, man. He drew really well. Multi-roll, A0, Ray, Imperm, Hornet Drone. It's kind of nice, man. So he's going to go into Shizuku. And then he's going to get the Shark Cannon, which is insane. So he went basically Chainlink 1 Ray, Chainlink 2 A0 on the Ray. Or Chainlink 1 A0, Chainlink 2 Ray. There he gets the Shark Cannon. So I know his form of disruption. At least one of them is the Shark Cannon. And then I went Phantasme. You'll see that Phantasme is actually insane. Phantasme made my really bad hand now all of a sudden way more playable. So you'll notice that here I actually shuffle back my Ashe. And the reason why is because the idea is that I wanted to game him the following turn and I didn't need Ash anymore. Ash was not doing anything, quite frankly. So he has. I know that like there's Shark Cannon. I don't know any of his back row except one of them is a Shark Cannon, and Shark Cannon is really really bad. So I know he's gonna activate Widow Anchor, target his own Shishuku, and then set it off of multi roll. So now he has like multiple disruption. So his Shark Cannon plus Widow Anchor, which is really good. So I draw for turn, I get Moon Glacia, and now at this point in time, I knew that like I had to like make a couple plays. So what I did was I actually went Twin Twister, and I don't target the known Widow Anchor. I target the 2 back row, which is the Shark and the Imperm, because I wanted to keep Call by the Grave to banish his Ray, and then to make sure that I kill him. There he's gonna chain Imperm and then chain Shark Cannon on the Teus, which is really really strong. And now at this point I go normal summon Neptibus. I know that Neptibus is gonna get Widow Anchored. At least I thought it was. But he actually doesn't Widow Anchor it, so I now get Dragoon's effect, and then Dragoons will now add me Minstrel. So at this point in time, I can then use Minstrel Dragoons, and then banish his Hornet Drones, and then search Lapis Dragon, summon the Lapis Dragon to now make Coral Dragon. So a lot of you guys think that I would actually make Noodle Fiber, but that's super incorrect, because here at this point in time, you notice that I made Coral Dragon because Coral Dragon is a tuner, but it will also bait out his Widow Anchor. And if you notice, he doesn't have enough spells in his graveyard to use Widow Anchor's effect to take. So I calculated this, and here I'll use Coral Dragon to dump the 1-for-1 and then pop the Widow Anchor. And then from here, I can summon the Moon Glacia because I have 5 waters exactly in my graveyard. Link both of these off. Go Noodle Fiber and then draw 1 because of Coral Dragon. And now I'm going to show you guys the line of play if you hard make Coral Dragon first. So a lot of people think that you can't go the VFD route, whatever, if you make Coral Dragon first, but that's not true, actually. So here I'm going to use Auroradon effect, summon Despot. And then I'm going to use Auroradon's effect to summon the O-Line. And then I'm going to use both of them to make Rose Maiden and then trigger a token. Here, I'm actually going to go Rose Maiden and those two into Crocosaurus to draw 2 cards. So I'm going to show you guys there's a huge reason why I did this. Big reason. I did the math in my head, man. So I draw 2 cards. Really broken cards. Then I'm going to banish the Rose Maiden to summon the Coral Dragon. Use both of them into Vermilion Dragon Mech. So watch this. Watch this. This was all calculated. I literally did the math like 5 steps ahead. And so this is like really, really crucial when you're trying to go for game. I know that I have 1 call by to get rid of the Ray. So if I can pop the Shizuku, I win the game. So what I did was I went Vermilion pop. He's going to go Ray. I'm going to call by the Ray. And because I have 3 cards in my hand, Crocosaurus is at 2,500 attack. Right? So 2,500 plus 28 plus 27. Or first of all, 28 plus 27 is 55. 55 plus 25 is 8,000, which is exactly game. And that's exactly what I did. I played through Widow Anchor and Shark Cannon. But the Twin and the Phantasmian was just insane. So that's like pretty much how you like push for game against back row decks. It's very, very crucial. If you also notice, I Twin Twistered the 2 unknown because I was more afraid of a Floodgate than I was afraid of a Widow Anchor. I didn't want to target Widow Anchor and then miss on the Shark Cannon. And it turns out that the other one is like and then it turns out that the other one is like a Floodgate and I have no out to the Floodgate. So I was really, really afraid of that. So now, we're both siding, and then Ryan is gonna decide and go second. Not surprising. Yo, guys, watch this line of play. I'm gonna show you guys how I play through 3 hand traps. You guys see 3 hand traps here? My boy Ryan has 3 hand traps. So watch this line of play. I go normal summon Neptibus, dump Dragoons. Dragoons is gonna Neptibus is gonna get Ash as Chainlink 2. Chainlink 3, he's gonna DD Crow Dragoons, and which makes Dragoons miss timing. So Dragoons will not be able to trigger. Because cards needs to be where they are in order to resolve. Here, I then make, guess what, Link Rebo. Why do I do that? Because Deep Sea Aria is gonna banish the Neptibus, search me the Minstrel. I'm gonna banish the Minstrel and the Dragoons to rip the last hand trap out of his hand, which is Ghost Ogre, and then use Dragoon's effect to search Lapis Dragon, special summon Lapis Dragon, and then guess what? Make Hawky Fibrax. Now I have full combo through 3 hand traps. Then I'm going to make Auroradon and then just use standard Noodle Fiber plays. And you'll see that right here, like, I actually didn't have 5 waters in my grave, but that's the beautiful part about this combo. You actually get 5 waters in the graveyard because Coral Dragon is a water monster. So right here, you'll summon the freaking Beast O-Line. You're going to make Rose Maiden, trigger a token, and you're going to make Coral Dragon. You're then going to link off the Coral Dragon for Croc to draw 2 cards. And then you hand loop him for 2. So then, essentially, at this point, I hand looped him for 2 cards, right? So he's starting his turn off with 2 cards because he hand trapped me twice. Hand looped him for the last 2 cards, and then he starts off the turn with Ghost Ogre. So at this point, I'm feeling very, very good in this position. I just bring back Coral Dragon, and instead of I honestly, looking back on this, I should have made Vermilion and made VFD because if he top stacks Ray, it's really, really bad for me. But I decided to not do that because I valued the Crocosaurus effect to discard 2 to pop a monster on his field. Like if he top deck like I don't know like Ray or something, go like Kagari or I guess Hayate. I wanted to pop the Hayate, and then he'll summon back Ray. But then he'll have to go Ray at end phase to like search a card. So like I'd rather do that, I guess. But then thinking back, I guess I should have made VFD and then just if he top decks Ray, I just win. But then the problem is if he top decks Afterburner, he gets rid of my VFD, and I have no way to game him the following turn. But if I keep all my monsters on the board, then if he does have Afterburner, he'll kill Afterburner, like, I guess, Moonglacia, and that'll make me skip a turn anyways. And so, like, I'd rather just keep those cards on the field instead of VFD. So that was, like, my thought process why I didn't make VFD here. So he's going to go and turn and then top deck, and he's going to top deck Nibiru, which is really, really bad for him. And then right here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use O-Line effect in the graveyard to special summon the O-Line from my hand. I'm going to use Coral Dragon to make Vermilion. You banish the Lapis to pop the set, which is I knew it has to be Ghost Ogre or a hand trap for sure. That means you top deck a hand trap and then just attack him for game. So as you guys saw, like, you know, I think one of the most rewarding feelings in the world is to play around back row as a combo player. And I hope this match and replay showed you guys some of like that technical play in order to play around like back row and like, you know, kind of like think what your opponent has and then play around them as properly as possible. Yeah, I hope you guys take the time to like really evaluate your gameplay and your replays to see how you could have improved. Like I said, like I think at that point in time I could have made VFD, for example, and then play around the Ray. But playing around the Ray means that I don't play around Afterburner and get popped by Afterburner. So I guess like Ray was more a higher chance to draw rather than Afterburners. I think maybe VFD was correct in that point in time. But yeah, guys, I really hope you guys enjoy this. You know, learning from your, I guess, replay series. And without further ado, guys, please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And then I'll see you guys in the next one.